Alright, this Saturday morning job, we've got a utility trailer, customers, and raining. It's a spring day, rainy spring day, and we've got this double axle equipment trailer. So Mike, we did get ahead. I wouldn't say we got ahead of ourselves, but I think we got further along than we thought we'd be at this time, considering that these things were not lined up at all, and it took a lot of force.
Yeah, between the hydraulic ram and we were able to twist it back to where it was supposed to be and V them out a little bit.
And of course,
go ahead.
We're not going to leave it like that because that'll just crack right there.
Right.
So yeah, you could tell us what
we got some 2x3 quarter wall. We're gonna scab in there.
Yep.
And so it'll carry the load out quite a few inches on each side of it and get it away from the weld joint there.
We're going to drill also through the angle.
Right. Put some rosette welds or plug welds in and tie it into the...
Yep. Because if we just tie the ends of, weld in the ends of the scabs, obviously it's going to keep the stress in the middle.
Right.
Not do much, so we got to rosette, I guess, it in. Probably 3 places on each side, maybe.
Yeah.
On top and bottom of the flange. This trailer also broke or cracked enough to have to be repaired on this side, but we didn't do that. That's old.
Right.
And Mike thinks there was a drill hole through that area. It was hard to tell with our, it was broken and what do you call it? Worn out. That area was worn out from flexing, so it's probably hard to tell. But it looked like there was a hole there. So I don't know. But it is a place where this structure would crack. Obviously it's being supported on the ends here. So.
Right. It's not overly thick. Obviously the trailer's not designed for super heavy loads, but that's like 3/16 steel there, and I don't know, just maybe the way they put it together, it's not perfect. But
like we were talking, they definitely don't make these things heavier than they have to be.
No, and nobody wants to drag it. I mean, I dragged it home behind my truck last night, which should pull it easily, but I didn't even know it was back there, so it's certainly not made out of anything more than it has to be.
Right.
So yeah, we got engineering working on the size of the 2x3 now. They're gonna give us the specs. We're gonna go with it.
We'll do some fatigue analysis. All right. We'll continue here. All right. Mike is gonna blow through some marked holes. And I'm not going to film the entire process, but he's going to blow through top and bottom so that we can tie this thing in from both ends and throughout the middles. And this whole thing is about 30 inches long, which gives us about 5 times the length on either side of the crack compared to the width of the flange. So should be adequate structurally to spread the load out. March 12th, and snowing again, but it's the kind of day where it's just right between freezing and not freezing. And I need to do some grinding. So, I got my headphones, headgear, and I gotta grind a lot of this area. Not all of it, but A lot of it. All right. Jumper wants to be out there. Looks like we're gonna cover the lawn back up again. No. Right. Right, I guess I didn't have the camera on. Alright, welding the actuator into place. Got it clamped. After we weld that side, we'll move the clamp up. Alright, we got this side welded in. I'll throw some black paint on it later. Right now, repairing the fender. Just a couple of family spot weld in. It's not really spot welds, but they're just welds that are just not very long at all, like spots. And they crack loose after a while. So probably the fender gets knocked in too. You can see it's kind of dented in. But job isn't to repair the whole trailer to new conditions.
Try to make it a little better.
Right, just the rattly stuff, keep it. Mike, were we tasked with this bent front end? Maybe try to pull that. Yeah, that's that'll be.
Pull that front end. If we could push it, I was thinking of, instead of hooking it to something border powering, but
yeah.
Obviously there's only a gate back there. You kind of almost. I was wondering if we went off of that brace, if it would do it enough.
Yeah.
Obviously it's 30, whatever that angle is, but it probably would do something, right?
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna take the bend out of this pipe with anything.
No, I was just hoping to push this
lean
stake.
that forward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not. He doesn't.
Right.
But what they do is they jackknife the truck body into this.
True.
So 2 weeks from now, they're good guys,
Right.
but it could be the same situation.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping I could do something with this to just push it forward.
Yeah, as far as that pipe goes, that's an established. that's an established
Yeah.
configuration, more or less, at this point. All right.
Try to push it forward. And maybe that extension against there, right?
Okay.
I said.
As far as giving us, I'm gonna take this coat off because we've got some furnace action now.
Not long enough yet. was thinking maybe that on there.
Of course, like the one with Dylan.
We need,
As you guessed.
let's see, we can do this. Okay. Now let's see. This one we have to go a couple inches before it starts to actually do something. Well, it's obviously the forces, as you know, are more here than they are wanting to push it sideways. So
Yeah.
I guess we don't need so much to move it, so it's working. Other than that, if it was over here, it could be a problem. Might
Oh,
want to
yeah.
push it out the door.
Yeah, we have to have the thing string across the back.
I realize it's tweaking a little there, but it's pretty straight now. The question is, will it deflect back 3
Yeah.
inches when you release it? But the only way you'll know is
It could go a little over center.
yeah. It's definitely, I'd say it's pushed forward.
Yeah. You know it'll release.
Right.
Hit 7. Oh, that's because the stroke was so much the fluid is.
Yeah, these Chinese porta powers, I think after you use them a few times here, probably that's what you're dealing with.
All right, so that tube actually is in a nice position now.
Right.
I'm surprised.
It's good enough. We could make it rounder by tapping on the top of it, but I don't
Yeah.
think anybody cares.
Right. Like you say, next week, jackknife it again. Or do it in 10 years.
Right.
You never know.
How did we do here? We can't, the bottom is a little bent out. But
That's
I think
true.
without, it may not bend back under normal and stay there. What that needs is a, actually I should take all that off.
Smaller wrench or
Somewhere. There it is under that. That didn't do anything, but it made me feel better trying to tweak the trailer into position. Both sides are like that, huh?
Bobby?
Yeah, no. This I could get off of here, but the fender
Oh, yeah.
And it's not touching the thing, so I don't know. I'm not gonna get too crazy. Probably if it would bend back out, I'd be happy, but
Yeah, I think it got distorted because of the crack. You know,
yeah, just started
frame.
buckling. The load started.
Yeah, the load started going into the sheet metal. Because it's connected. Now.
Yeah.
Well, the fender's connected on each side, so it's dragging that around. Ah, well,
I think we're okay.
yeah,
I don't think I'm going to get too crazy here. Crazier than I already.
pretty decent day's effort. So I could do a little grinding of these while,
Yeah, I would just hit down, sure, with this
yeah,
and that a little. I think other than that, maybe you want to touch that one, but
yeah,
you get a little liquid, you sit on them long, and
right,
it's pretty hard to keep track of what's going on.
yeah. Plus I tire out. I tire out before the globs tire out. All right, I think that's good for the job.